But overall, with this documentary, the only problem seems to be that they called him a serial killer, and that this is probably going to inspire more murders, hypothetically. Do you think it's niggas in the hood that's just sitting around that's like, they got creative block, that's like, so I have no motivation to murder today. Like, I need some creative inspiration.
But now
and
that
this
I've
documentary
got
comes on.
reminded-
And now they want to shoot niggas?
Nah.
You for real?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, I know niggas that, like, I know, like, they've thought, like, I don't even feel like robbing a nigga. I know
it's
niggas
just,
like that.
I'm just bored.
But then they watch something. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I don't think it's niggas who are lacking creative inspiration. They just got shooter's block. They in the crib like, I don't know who to shoot. And they see this beautiful, well-produced documentary. And now they go, oh, hey, this is my creative inspiration. Now I got a reason to pick my gun up.
Yes,
I understand what you're saying.
I don't know, bro.
I do think that. I think it's kind of like when your girl can be cheating on you and you're okay with that as long as you don't know. But when you find out, you have to do something about it now. So, like, everything from the King Von murders and all that stuff had died down. Nobody's even looking at you to slide. The pressure to slide might have been really high the first month or two after your friend got murdered, but now it's died down a lot. You know what I'm saying? To where nobody's pressuring you to slide and nobody's looking at you funny for not sliding. You kind of beat that wave. But now that this has come back out, it's like, oh yeah, nigga, you didn't slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that could happen. I think that could happen.
I can see that too.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's
For
just
sure.
like everybody knows you're supposed to beat that dude up because he smacked you, but you didn't. We let you slide on it because we forgot.
Yeah.
And then we just got reminded because the smack video came out again.
Right.
You better beat this nigga up next time you see him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Or at least
right.
try to beat him up. You know,
Right.
And hopefully these niggas fucking, I don't know what they need to be positive in the community.
Bro, what's worse, making a documentary about this shit or niggas literally dissing the dead in songs?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what's more powerful? Do niggas even watch 3-hour documentaries?
the obvious
or was the
question.
nigga just like, can you listen to a song and you get 10 times the inspiration? Because it's melodic.
And 10 times the reach, too, because the songs are getting played way more than that documentary. That documentary will hit 10 million views, and their streams on Spotify are still 50 million.
You
know
might
what I'm
have to
saying?
watch like 2 hours of the documentary to get to a part that pisses you off.
Right.
Who's sitting through all that? Nigga, I watched an hour and 30 minutes and I got to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's different when it's personal, though.
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure there's way worse. I'm pretty sure King Von, while he was alive, through tweeting and rapping, gave a lot more inspiration to slide on the nigga than this Trap Lord Ross documentary.
There's already like reason to slide because of the things that already happened. It's already happened.
Oh, yeah,
so.
for sure.
He didn't create the reason to slide.
He didn't create that, but
And I don't think nobody's looking at him like that. I think
No, that's how niggas is looking at him. That was the whole King Davey
they
nigga
were.
point.
Yeah, that was one of his big points.
That was the only point he
on
had.
their, like, live stream, and he was like, pretty much the documentary
and you see, that's
is motivating.
That's some like hood nigga shit. Like only hood niggas think
Wouldn't
about
even
something
think
like,
of
because
to even stand on that point.
Because that's, I mean, that could be true.
Yeah.
Like, all right, nigga, you want to bring 4 million views, like shitting on us. You feel me? Like,
And why they just blaming this documentary? There was a documentary about, because you remember the whole relationship he had with, what's her name?
Asian.
K.I.?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The girl that was the gangster.
Who
and
she
shit,
was also a shooter too.
The gangster boo.
Yeah,
a whole documentary came out about her. Niggas ain't better hide that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was years ago. How many murders did that inspire?
Yeah.
True.
It's a bunch of goddamn.
So do you think there's actually
a lot of caveats.
So I was thinking about this earlier. Do you think there's actually a solution? I was thining about what the solution would be, because they have an issue with. This is another big thing that he kept saying is. He tried to say, this is when I really was checked out of the whole King David thing.
Yeah. He lost me in the first 10 minutes.
It was bad, but this is what I was really like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was like, you didn't talk to nobody from Chicago, like you didn't reach out to the people, you didn't give back. Nigga, what the fuck, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does mean? He tried to say, have more facts. Bro, King David, there's nobody on YouTube that we know that presents more facts than Trap Lord Ross.
This nigga had to
Trap
change
Lord Ross built
the
his career
times.
off of being factual as fuck, too factual almost, and too precise. It was like, the fact that he said that, I was like, you did not just say, I wish you talked to more people and had more facts.
This nigga got 4 questions wrong on a 4-hour exam.
This
Right.
nigga,
That sounds like an A to me.
he
That's what I'm
told
saying, bro. Like,
he told a white nigga from the UK to check in. That's basically what he said. Like,
pretty much,
check
yeah,
in,
pretty
nigga.
much. And it's like, what are you talking about, bro?
But you can't be mad at a nigga for citing his sources either.
Yeah,
literally
and he
cited
cited. That's what.
sources.
But the research was done so thoroughly, it was ridiculous that he even tried to say, have more facts
anything-
surrounding and talk to somebody from here. For what? I'm listening. I'm getting it from the horse's mouth. Vaughn said this, and he said this in the song. He tweeted this on the tweet.
If anything, he should be upset that he's telling the truth. Like, nigga, you out here fucking like.
That's really what I wish he would have said. It's
Yeah.
like most
That's
of these,
what he was upset about. He just can't say that.
He can't
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
that.
that's
That
true.
like when he
Can't
and when
say
he
that.
brought up that whole if you grape a girl one time are you a serial rapist, like that's what that moment
Oh,
right
yeah.
there extrapolated that
The
shit.
whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
He's just upset at that this is even a thing.
He's trying to
How
And it's
good-
not Trap Lord's it's not Trap Lord Ross's fault
He's
that
pissed
King
at how
Von
good
was
it
doing this
was.
thinky thing.
Yeah, he's pissed at how good it was, how well put together it was, and how
That,
accurate
and
it
you
was.
can't debunk it. You can't like fight it. Like
You
these
can't
two-
like bro, you
Yeah.
picked
Yeah.
you
It's
even
too real.
handcuffed.
Nigga
Yeah.
say even the thumbnail was on point. Nigga.
Right,
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but that
Yeah.
shit was crazy. One of the solutions that I was thinking about, because I was like, what it also sounded like the issue as well was that like he tried to say some goofy shit about giving back to Chicago off the money made off of that. And
Nigga,
I'm
what
thinking,
King Von get back?
yeah, fuck out of here, bro. You know how much? I don't even know how much research this nigga did to put a 4-hour documentary together, but he deserves to be compensated every penny of his time.
How
Like,
much time do you think he put into making this?
I think he said months.
You said a few months.
It had to be,
Yeah,
right?
it had to be.
Yeah.
And it had to be like,
So it
and I'm
took him
sure
like
he
2-3
worked it
months.
like, and I'm sure he worked it like a corporate job. Like,
Yeah.
every day.
yeah, like every day, 4 to 6 hours a day, maybe even an 8-hour day. You know what I'm saying? I'm
He's
sure he
just thumbing
worked it
through
like
tweets.
that. And then on top of that, you got to think about, even when you're working it, he's got to take his notes and organize his notes chronologically. So it's one thing just to gather the information. Then you got to start organizing your
Think about
information.
how you're gonna say it.
Think about how you want to put together. The script might take you a month. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The research take you a month. The research will take you 2. Just like writing a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so many things. They're working on the script for years,
Yeah.
going through revisions before they even shoot it. Like
And then even trying to upload that bitch, nigga. Uploading a 3-hour
Right,
film.
4 hour- yeah.
Like, you praying something doesn't crash.
right,
nigga. Like,
bro.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
But even in the shooting process of that too is going to be a lot
Yeah,
to
like,
shoot that.
nigga.
To
Yeah,
shoot-
yeah. It
the
takes you time to
shooting
shoot
of
it.
that. Yeah.
They call it
And
shooting
even
in
that.
weeks or days at a time.
Yeah.
You got this many pages of the script I'm gonna
Yeah.
go through today, and maybe I'm editing as I go along.
And then the
But it's
editing
like,
process,
bro,
all that shit.
And it came
after,
out to nearly
yeah.
4 hours. How much shit got cut? Like, what did he have to
There's
take out?
always an extended version.
Yeah,
For it to
like,
be
yeah.
that clean, there's
Yeah.
like you can't calculate the time it took.
Well, it's on his Patreon because he always does the raw version on his Patreon.
Okay.
So Trap Lord, that's one of the main things that Trap Lord Raws, because his videos be so detailed. Sometimes the words,
So
and the pictures,
graphic and the
and
videos
graphic.
and-
He has graphic images a lot of the times to go with some of the stuff that he says, and he'll put that in that full length one.
Right.
But you can only get that on Patreon. You can't put that on
You gotta
YouTube.
pay for that.
Yeah, you got to pay for that. But like, he'll have the graphic image. I'm assuming in his Patreon version, the graphic image of the shootout on 63rd type shit with the bodies laid on the ground. Like he has all that put in there because it's still public knowledge.
And you know, he a white boy, so it's probably gnarly to him.
Yeah, and
Probably
it's
gruesome
and
shit.
it's still part of the research. This is all real. You know what I'm saying? Like
He didn't. Yeah.
this is still really happening. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do a documentary and do it and cover it correctly,
Said do it right.
you got to put it. You got to put even the ugly stuff in there. But